In the next few minutes, we're diving deep into F1's biggest stories. Hamilton, with a staggering 103 Grand Prix wins, is making waves with his Ferrari crash. We'll explore the tech shaking up the sport and the return of his ace trainer, Angela Cullen. What does this mean for the new season? How might Hamilton's move impact the championship race? We'll break it all down, uncovering details that could change everything you thought you knew about F1. Get ready for some eye-opening insights that'll make you see the sport in a whole new light. Curious to get the inside scoop? Let's get started. Let's talk about what just went down in Barcelona. Lewis Hamilton, the 7-time world champion, had a massive moment in his new Ferrari. He was out there testing the SF23, getting a feel for his new ride, when everything changed in an instant. In the final sector, Hamilton lost control. The impact was hard, really hard. The car was a mess, suspension wrecked, aero parts scattered all over the track. It wasn't just a little bump, but a proper shunt that took hours to fix. Hamilton's been here before. New team, new car, new crash. It's almost like his way of saying hello. But what does this mean for Ferrari? Is it a bad sign or just Hamilton doing what he does best, pushing to the absolute limit? Think about it. Hamilton's a 7-time world champion. He knows what he's doing. When he crashes, it's because he's trying to find out exactly what the car can do. He's looking for that edge, that extra bit of performance that could make the difference come race day. This crash tells us something about the Ferrari too. We're seeing a car that's on the edge. It's fast, no doubt about that, but it's also tricky to drive. That could be good news or bad news, depending on how you look at it. A difficult car might be faster if you can tame it. Some of the great cars in F1 history weren't always easy to drive, but in the right hands, they were unbeatable. Could this Ferrari be one of those cars? On the flip side, if the car's too hard to drive, it could lead to more mistakes, more crashes. In F1, consistency is key. You can't win a championship if you're not finishing races. This incident might force Ferrari to reconsider their development plans. They'll need to balance raw speed with drivability. It's a delicate dance. Push too far in either direction, and you risk losing the championship before it even begins. So, what's next for Hamilton and Ferrari? They've got work to do, that's for sure. They need to understand why the crash happened. Was it just Hamilton pushing too hard, or is there something about the car that needs to be fixed? Now, we've got to talk about what Ferrari's really up to. This isn't just about Hamilton's crash or how fast they can go. Ferrari's digging deep, trying to fix what's been holding them back. And let me tell you, it's not what most people think. Ferrari's got this awesome speed, but they're struggling to keep it up for the whole race. It's like having a sports car with a tiny fuel tank. You can't finish the journey. Their main problems? Tire wear and race starts. These issues have been costing them big time. Take the 2022 French Grand Prix. Leclerc was leading comfortably, but his tires gave up and he spun out. Or look at the 2022 Japanese Grand Prix, where both Ferraris lost positions at the start. It's frustrating to watch, like seeing a sprinter trip right out of the blocks. But Ferrari's not giving up. They're using these tests to really work on these problems. They're pushing the tires to the limit, trying to understand exactly when and how they start to degrade. For the starts, they're practicing over and over, tweaking settings and trying different techniques. This is where Hamilton might make a big difference. He's known for his tire management skills. It's like he's got a sixth sense for preserving rubber. Could he be the key to solving Ferrari's tire troubles? His smooth driving style might be just what they need to keep those tires lasting longer. Ferrari's situation is a bit like a talented chef with amazing ingredients, but struggling with timing. They've got all the right parts, but they're having trouble putting it all together for a full race. They're not just trying to make the fastest dish anymore. They're aiming for something that stays delicious from the first bite to the last. The big question is, can they solve these problems before the season starts, or are we going to see more of the same? Ferrari's been struggling with these issues for a while now. What's different this time? Maybe it's Hamilton's influence, or maybe it's their new approach to testing. They're not just chasing speed anymore, they're after consistency and reliability. It's a whole new mindset for Ferrari. They're trying to build a car that can win races from start to finish. This is about Ferrari transforming their whole approach to racing. It's exciting to see. Will it pay off? We'll have to wait and see. But one thing's for sure, Ferrari's not just hoping for better results, they're working hard to make them happen. All right, let's talk about the real game changer here, Angela Cullen. Yeah, that name might not ring a bell for everyone, but trust me, she's a big deal. She was Hamilton's right-hand woman for 7 years, his physio, his rock, the person who kept him in top shape mentally and physically. And get this, she's back. After leaving 2 years ago, Cullen's been spotted in the Ferrari garage at Fiorano. It's like the band's getting back together, and it couldn't have come at a better time. So who is Angela Cullen? She's not just any trainer. She's been there through Hamilton's biggest wins, his toughest losses. She understands how he ticks, what he needs to perform at his absolute best. Cullen's helped Hamilton with everything from nutrition plans to recovery techniques. She's even been known to carry his helmet and water bottle on race days. Hamilton once said, "We talk and message pretty much every day. We're still going to go skydiving together." That's not just a working relationship. That's a deep connection, a friendship that goes beyond the track. Now, you might be wondering, okay, but how's a trainer going to help with tire wear and race starts? That's the thing. Cullen's not just about physical training. She's been there through all of Hamilton's championship fights at Mercedes. She knows the routines, the preparation, the mindset that made him so successful. Dr. Martin Turner, a sports psychologist, put it this way: having someone familiar like Cullen around can lead to more effective communication and better outcomes. It's about mental prep, about having someone you trust completely in your corner. But here's the challenge. Ferrari's a different beast from Mercedes. The pressure's different. The expectations are sky high. Cullen might face some resistance integrating into the Ferrari team culture. They've got their own ways of doing things, their own traditions. And let's not forget, the problems Ferrari's facing aren't just about the driver. They're deep-rooted issues that have been plaguing the team for a while. Can Cullen's methods really make a difference here? So, will Cullen's return be the missing piece of the puzzle? Or is it just a small part of a much bigger picture? That's what we're all waiting to see. One thing's for sure, with Cullen back in his corner, Hamilton's got a better shot at adapting quickly and succeeding at Ferrari. But you know what? This isn't just about Hamilton and Cullen. It's about Ferrari as a whole. Will they embrace Cullen's methods, or will there be resistance? And most importantly, will this be enough to solve Ferrari's long-standing issues? Only time will tell, but it's going to be one hell of a ride watching it all unfold. What's Hamilton's secret weapon for success at Ferrari? It's not what you might expect. A simple notebook could be the game changer here. Hamilton's always been a natural talent, just getting in the car and going fast. But now he's doing something different. He's writing down every little detail about the car, every feeling he gets when he's driving. It's like he's trying to understand the Ferrari from the inside out. This isn't just a random thing. It's actually something Sebastian Vettel used to do at Ferrari. Vettel would fill up notebooks with tiny, precise writing about the car, the track, the team. And it worked for him. He won races with Ferrari, which is exactly what Hamilton wants to do. But Hamilton's not just copying Vettel. He's showing he's all in on this Ferrari move. He's not just relying on his talent anymore. He's putting in the work, trying to understand every little thing about his new team and his new car. You've got to remember, Hamilton's learning a whole new way of working here. Ferrari's not Mercedes. They do things differently, and Hamilton's showing he's ready to adapt. He's not too proud to learn new tricks, even after all his success. This notebook thing, it's more than just writing stuff down. It's a sign of respect for Ferrari's history and traditions. It's Hamilton saying, I'm here to learn. I'm here to be part of this team. And that's huge. But will this new approach pay off on the track? Will all this note-taking translate into faster lap times? Hamilton's not doing this for fun. He wants that 8th World Championship, and he wants to do it with Ferrari. Winning a championship with 3 different teams, that would cement his place in the history books. It's not going to be easy. Ferrari's had its problems with tire wear and race starts. Can Hamilton's detailed notes help solve these issues? Or is it going to take more than just writing things down? And how will the rest of the team react to this super focused Hamilton? Will they embrace his methods, or will there be some pushback? It's not always easy when a new star driver comes in and starts changing things up. This methodical approach could have a big impact on Hamilton's legacy. If it works, it could show that even the greatest drivers can keep learning and improving. It might inspire younger drivers to focus more on understanding their cars and teams. And for Hamilton, it could be the key to achieving something truly special in the twilight of his career. We've covered a lot: Hamilton's crash, Ferrari's focus, Cullen's comeback, and the notebook thing. F1's gearing up for an epic season. Hamilton's move to Ferrari isn't just a team switch, it's a legend reinventing himself. But the real test comes when the lights go out. Will Hamilton gel with Ferrari? Can they fix their issues? And with 2026's rule changes looming, everything's up for grabs. What if Hamilton clinches that 8th title with Ferrari? It'd be a fairy tale ending. Who do you think will come out on top? Let us know in the comments. As Enzo Ferrari said, the best victory is yet to come.